All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Hakodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who taught us the truth. Shalom also to the Akim pushing this word in sincerity and in truth, and to the speckled bird across the four corners of the world, and to the few sisters who are listening. To you, I say Shalom. Lord willing, this will be an edifying lesson. I just wanted to get into a topic, a very simple topic, concerning the Gentiles, because what we have to realize is that now that in these last days, the Lord, he has his prophets out here, and this word, this message of the gospel, the good news, is definitely out there, man. It's definitely out there, and it's reaching the four corners of the world. And you have to realize that, hey, this gospel, this good news, it has to reach the whole entire world for the end to come. You see? And matter of fact, we could start it off with that, because the scriptures do say that. Let me see. This is Matthew 24. Matthew 24 and 14. And this gospel, this good news of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. So this word, this good news, it has to be preached in all the world, man. And in the midst of it being preached in all the world, guess what? A certain of our own people that are going to look like the other nations, that are going to be talking like the other nations, probably most likely in the same customs as those nations, are going to be waking up to the very fact that they themselves are actual true Hebrew Israelites, man, according to the lineage of according to the scriptures, man, according to the lineage of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. They go back to one of those 12 tribes of Israel, you see. And guess what? The reason why we have to confess him before the Gentiles is because of this. This is Tobit 13 and 3. Confess him before the Gentiles, ye children of Israel, for he has scattered us among them, and the Lord has scattered us among these other nations, man. Which ultimately it was a curse. It was a curse for us to be scattered unto these other nations, man. The Lord told us we would be scattered to these other nations, and that we would be basically under subjection to these other nations, man. It says right here, I believe is this, there's Deuteronomy 28 and 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people. You see, the Lord was gonna scatter us among all people. And there's a reason why the Lord did this, man. The reason why the Lord did this is because it was a curse. We went off, man. We broke the law, statutes, and commandments. We completely went off, man. It says, from the one end of the earth even unto the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. So, hey, the Lord ultimately what he did was scattered us among all people. He took away our heritage. Yeah, that's another thing too, man. This is the only captivity that we've ever lost our heritage, man. In every other captivity, we knew who we were. But in this one, this is Jeremiah 17 and 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee. And what's our heritage, man? The Lord gave us, the children of Israel. Matter of fact, before I continue in that Jeremiah 17, the Lord gave us, the children of Israel, how to please, like the ways of how to please the Most High, man. This is Baruch 4 and 1. This is the book of the commandments of God, and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. It says, turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated. Give not thine honor to another, nor the things that are profitable unto thee to a strange nation. So these law, statutes, and commandments, we were supposed to walk in the presence of that light. We were supposed to actually take hold of it. That was our way. That was our way of how we were going to be separated from these other nations. That was what was going to set us apart. That was ultimately our wisdom in the sight of these other nations, man. And you could read that in the book of in the Deuteronomy, the 4th chapter, man. It tells you right there in the beginning verses, man. It lets you know that this was supposed to be our wisdom. This was supposed to be how these other nations were going to look at us and say, who is this nation so nigh unto the Lord, man, so near? But guess what? The things that were supposed to be profitable unto us, man, we basically let go of it, man. We went off. It says, verse 4 says, and this is the point, O Israel, happy are we, for things that are pleasing to God are made known unto us. So the Lord made known unto us how to please him. He gave us the law, statutes, and commandments and things of how to actually please him. You see? So that was our heritage. That was what ultimately we inherited from Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. Our heritage was that we were Israelites, man. You see? Our heritage, but guess what? It says right here, Jeremiah 17:4, and thou even thyself shall discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee. So guess what? We were going to discontinue from our heritage, man. We completely lost who we were. This is the only captivity that we completely lost who we were, man. It says, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not, for ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever. And ultimately the Lord gave us up to our enemies, man. Not for our destruction, not so we could be destroyed, not so we could just be, nah, man. He did it for a chastening of our nation, man, because we went off. We ultimately put ourselves in this situation, man. We went off against the Lord, man. You see? We went off, and now the Lord got us in a position where what? In these last days, he's putting the spirit back on us to wake up, man. The scripture says in the place where it says, they are not my people, there shall be said, ye are the sons. Let me see. Ye are the sons of the living power. It says right here, Hosea 1:10, yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, that ye are not my people, there shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living God. And that's happening right here in Babylon the Great, man, because this is ultimately a fulfillment of prophecy. We have to understand ultimately that us going into captivity, that's a fulfillment of prophecy. Us getting coming back into our heritage and remembering who we were, that's a fulfillment of prophecy, man. And ultimately us coming back to our heritage and starting to confess the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, guess what, man? That's a fulfillment of prophecy as well. And right here, where it said that you are not my people, in the place where it says you are not my people, there shall be said, you are the sons of the living God. That's a fulfillment of prophecy as well, man. You see, so right now, everything is just being fulfilled right before our eyes, man. And the children of Israel, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and you speckled birds, you're waking up from all over the world, man. You're waking up. You got brothers in Rome. You got brothers in Nigeria. You got brothers in Finland. You got brothers in Holland. You got brothers in England. You got brothers in Mexico. You got brothers in the islands. You got brothers everywhere, man. It's undeniable that this truth is out here, man. You see? It's undeniable that the Lord, he got his prophets out here, man. And this true message of the gospel it has finally came out, the good news, man. You see? So, man, there's the reason why the Lord told us to confess him before the Gentiles is because we've been scattered among those people, man. We've been scattered to these other nations. We're in these other nations, man. We're even acting like these other nations. But guess what? Ultimately, you are the sons of the living God, man. And it's only prophecy. It's part of prophecy. Matter of fact, just to prove that, let's go to Baruch, the 2nd chapter. It says right here. It says Baruch 2:29. If you will not hear my voice, surely this very great multitude shall be turned into a small number among the nations, where I will scatter them. For I knew that they will not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves. So right now in the land of our captivity, we're remembering ourselves. It says, and shall know that I am Yahweh their power, for I will give them an heart and ears to hear, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name. And are we not doing that right now, man? Are we not thinking upon the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua? Are we not praising the Lord? Are not the men of the Lord seeing eye to eye, man? Are we not being gathered through this word? Hey, we're at the end of this, man. Like, you really got to understand that we're at the end of this. The scriptures say that this gospel shall be preached in all the world unto a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. We're at the door of this, man. We're almost out of here. It says, verse 33, and return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds, for they shall remember the way of their fathers, which sinned before the Lord. So that ultimately, that's us coming back to our power, man. Returning from our stiff neck, from our wicked deeds, man. We're finally coming back to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, to our real power, man. You see, from where the Lord scattered us, guess what? We're praising the Lord in the lands of our captivity, man. And this is scaring Esau, man. This is scaring Esau because we're finally coming back to our power, man. So, hey, with that, Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, HaKadosh, Shalom, Nabababah.